Malaysia Today news portal webmaster Raja Petra Kamarudin has been asked to present himself at the Petaling Jaya Sessions Court this morning to face a sedition charge. Raja Petra was waiting to be charged at the Kuala Lumpur Magistrates Court when he received a telephone call from the police at about 10:20 am asking him to go to the Petaling Jaya Court instead. Late yesterday, the popular webmaster was ordered to surrender at the Jalan Duta Court complex at 9:30 this morning to face a sedition charge. Talking to reporters at the Jalan Duta Court complex this morning, Raja Petra said that he was a victim of political persecution.
During this UMNO Selangor meeting, it was a post-mortem to discuss the loss of Selangor to the new government. Of course, they will say loss of Selangor. We will say the win of Selangor, because we are the new government in Selangor, and this is our ahli from Selangor. And the Vice Youth Leader, Naib Ketua Pemuda PJ Utara, said that the feedback which they have received from the intelligence agencies is that one of the factors which resulted in the loss of Selangor and 4 other states, plus a loss of 2/3 majority in Parliament, one of the factors is because UMNO or Barisan lost the internet war, the media war. And they said Malaysia Today is one of the leading culprits. So the Vice Youth Leader of UMNO, PJ Utara, said we have to look for ways of how we can arrest Raja Petra. So after I got the feedback 2-3 weeks ago, so I knew they were looking for an excuse. And this is merely an excuse. They needed an excuse to arrest me, to detain me, to charge me. So they're using this, which is actually a very stupid excuse, because once they charge me and once the trial has been set, we shall prove not only that they have no case, but this is absolute political persecution. And now we have all the top UMNO people, Ali Rustam, and even Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has set up his own blog. Have you seen his blog? Checkdate.com, yeah? So everyone's a blogger nowadays, because they said if we can't beat them, we join them. But still, they know no one goes to their blogs. After all, it's all rubbish on their blogs. So they set up their blogs and they try to close down our blogs. But Malaysia Today is on autopilot. They can even detain me for the rest of my life, and Malaysia Today will go on. It's not going to end. In fact, the last 24 hours I've been so busy I haven't updated the website, but the website's been updated in my absence anyway. Malaysian politics has always been backward. In 50 years, it's never been forward. It's always on the bottom 30% of the press freedom list. Until now, it's in the lower 30%. It's never even been in the top 50%. So Malaysia's reputation at being intolerant of media and media freedom is well documented and well recognized. And don't forget, there was a case in Australia a couple of days ago where I think they raided the Sun, if I'm not mistaken, Australia. I think it was the Sun. They raided this newspaper, and The Australian, which is the Australian newspaper called The Australian, ran a headlines that the action by the Australian government is just like Malaysia. So the Australian government, the Australian media is condemning the Australian government for raiding a newspaper, and tantamount it to, equate it to it's just like in Malaysia. So Malaysia's reputation is well known throughout the world as being intolerant to press freedom.
While it is correct to say that the bloggers play a role in the last elections, and the BN has lost in the internet war. We agree, we agree. But it is not right for them to take what they call that in Malay called balas dendam. They cannot do that. So for that reason, we urge the government, the federal government, to drop all charges against Raja Petra. We want them to drop charges immediately, because this is tantamount to what they call it, trying to strangle freedom of the internet, freedom of press.
Inilah merupakan suatu tindakan yang tidak bertamadun, uncivilized, action that has been taken to Raja Petra. UMNO has failed to win the support from the Malaysian in the last election. So this is the kind of action that have been taken to all the bloggers. Jadi saya tidak sebagai ahli parlimen, I will brought this matter in the parliament. I will using the emergency motion or any rooms in the parliament to raise this matter, and hope that we'll get the support from all the peoples who love the freedom of speech, the freedom of media in our country.
I think it's extremely worrying. Certainly it's a serious cause for concern, because if you look at the results of the last general elections, the blogosphere was the main medium of which issues of corruption and unearthing of scandals, it came through the blogosphere. And of course, Jeff Uwe, one of the bloggers who was actually elected to parliament. And I think it is very disappointing to see such a development taking place after such a strong message was given by the electorate on the 8th of March. In terms of wanting greater democratization and greater space to air their views, especially through the internet. I mean, that's probably the only way alternative media survives at this current climate. So I think all the MPs from Pakatan Rakyat are here to lend their support and to send a strong signal that we are against any such politically motivated case or even signs of repression against bloggers.
If there's anything, it is we talk about commenting on the case, it would be a contempt of court. It should be dealt with as contempt of court case, why sedition, and the background of this summons here, where as if it's not really serious. So it's more harassment than anything else. It's a very atrocious way of handling a very serious matter, where it impinges on freedom of speech and expression. There is a question whether the empire strikes back as a result of March the 8th. Following March the 8th political tsunami. Disturbing developments lah. These are disturbing developments. Malacca, the 3 DAP elected reps being arrested, handcuffed, trying to deal with the public safety issues. I think these are disturbing developments.
Do you want to be charged so that at least you can reveal all these things? This proof that you have.
Citizen others and
I won't say I want to be charged, but I was expecting to be charged sooner or later, and I have no problems being charged. I mean, I've been in ISA, so what's this?
Do you think they can do anything worse to you compared to what you've already been through?
Oh, they can even blow Mongolians up with C4. Of course, they can do a lot. They can do a lot. But that doesn't shake me one shit, okay?